Welcome back to my Let's Play of Orbiter. Today we are going to be starting a pretty long mission. I'm not sure how many videos it will take, but I'm just going to start doing it. We are in the Aero Freighter, as you can see here, and there's the International Space Station for some reason. I have no idea why it's there. I've never seen it in any of the other times I've started this mission. But there was a Christmas update, so at least maybe that has something to do with it. Hey look, it's back when the International Space Station wasn't nearly completed. Anyway, we're going to be taking the Aero Freighter and some cargoes and some people to Europa, which is Jupiter's moon. I'm not sure which one of Jupiter's moons, but it's one of them. I think it's like number 2, between Io and Ganymede or something. Anyway, so to do that, we're going to need a Delta Glider here, and we do not have a Delta Glider. And in order to get one, I'm going to have to create one, which requires me bringing up a menu, which requires me to do some video editing. So let's see how this goes. I'll be back in just a bit. Okay, so I have loaded up a Delta Glider with 2 passengers and some cargo. And so we need to go to the Aero Freighter, which is right next to the International Space Station. Why did I do it on that? That is absolutely no help. That needs to be surface. This needs to be map. Now let's target the Aero Freighter. And is it just me or is the map MFD acting really slow again? It might be the video settings I've chosen. So let's time compress this a bit until we get to the ascending node, because I want to save fuel. I've actually set this for the short range and kind of low middle O2 reserves, so we don't have very much fuel. And it's going to be nice to not have to waste fuel just so we can dock with our parent. Okay, I'm actually going to do orbit plane. I don't know what I need to take off at. Do you guys remember? Was it like 35 degrees? I'm going to say 35. I hope it's 35. Okay. So when the orbit plane connects, like that, let's take off at 35 degrees. What is the thing for taking off at 35 degrees? We want to hover, so 904 spec 35. Pro 904 spec 35. And let's do this thing.
Ascend autopilot engaged.
And we're too heavy. Okay. Stop that. Can we refuel? There we go. Okay. Pro, we're facing forward, but there's no runway here. But you know what? I don't care. 903, spec 35. Bet you we can take off horizontally.
Ascend autopilot engaged.
When in doubt, we can fly like an airplane. You might notice I also have a new skin for the Delta Glider. It's comes in a set of 3. This is just the first UCGO skin. And since we're taking the Aero Freighter, I figured UCGO skin was apt. It's using the RCS system to try to take off the ground.
Gear up.
Oh, we are flying. Barely. We do not have enough fuel to mess around here. Oh good, at least we're kind of facing 35 degrees. Like I said before, when you change the fuel, I can change this back to ground track. When you change the fuel amount, it doesn't actually change the amount of fuel you have, it changes how fast it goes away, or how fast you burn it. So, you'll see here when the turbo pump turns on, we're going to be burning really quickly. Okay, come on, we're 35 degrees. Can't you turn on the turbo pump?
Engaging turbo
There we
pump.
go. It's still using the RCS system. 2. No time warp allowed during autopilot. No. Okay. So I guess is this the first time I've shown you autopilot with the Delta glider? I'm not sure. Guess it doesn't really matter. We are eating fuel like it's hotcakes. In theory, I could switch craft. Oh, I guess that's what I could be telling you about right now. So my new video capture software doesn't like it when dialog boxes pop up, and all of the menus in Orbiter are dialog boxes, and so when I open one up, it just stops recording, and then when I close it, it continues recording, which makes for a lot of broken videos the more I bring up dialog boxes. So I'm going to try to keep options to a minimum and craft switching to a minimum, if only to make my workload smaller. That is also why I've decided not to do the International Space Station missions, because the robotic arm on the space shuttle is operated by a dialog box, which would be extremely boring to watch, especially since, although my software does record a video when the dialog box is open, it doesn't record the dialog box itself, so you would just see me clicking around randomly on the screen where you don't see anything, but stuff would be happening, and that is neither fun nor informative. And I'd like to at least keep to one of those standards throughout these videos. So I'm doing this, and I'll still be open to suggestions as to what I should be doing in future videos. It doesn't seem like we're going high enough, fast enough. I guess we still have a vertical acceleration of positive. Just our orbital speed is junk. I guess we're 10% of the way there. You can customize these HUDs. I used to have a system for this particular customized HUD display, had all the important information, but, you know, after I've reinstalled Orbiter like 18 times, it somehow got lost. Do I have my lights on? Yes, I don't think this is one of the craft where you can select which lights are on. You just have the strobe. What's our orbit look like? Our orbit is crap. Look at that, we're not even below 0.95 eccentricity. That's terrible. if we could like clip through the earth, we would still hit the solid iron core. That's just awful. We're almost at half fuel. I may have forgotten how little fuel this actually has when it's in this mode. There we go, 10 kilograms a second. That's the rate I'm used to seeing. So, looks like our dynamic pressure is low enough I can open the radiator. Not that button. Although I think if I try, it yells at me for being locked. Yes, canopy locked. Radiator, there it is. In the life support system. Who would have thought? Wish I could make this more interesting. Probably just could have done this launch off screen and then started recording again once we were in orbit. Isn't the freighter 18? Let's see, what's AFLS stand for? Always fly with low safety. Excellent. Oh wait, it's all over the place. AFLS 18. So it's probably something to do with a ship. I don't know. Isn't this exciting? Well, we dropped back beyond half fuel. I think. Nope, not quite yet. Now we've dropped at half fuel. I guess for you guys I should point like down here. So, anyone read any good books recently? I got the Arabian Nights on my Kindle. That was pretty interesting. It's got the story of Aladdin in it. Like the real one, not the Disneyed version. It's a pretty interesting read if you're interested in that kind of thing. This was kind of redundant there. Guess I could also talk about space news, but that would probably date these videos. Because you could then go back and be like, oh, that came out this day, so we must have recorded this like 5 years ago. Like, probably look at the date I posted it, because I don't really make a buffer of any of these. Anyway, since there's nothing else to talk about, NASA's planning to use lasers to transmit information. The new lunar probe is going to have this system where it can communicate via laser with the Earth, and apparently that is way more information, or a lot more bandwidth than radio frequencies, so that we could have like streaming HD videos from Voyager Well, not Voyager, since it doesn't have the right equipment, but a probe like Voyager or Cassini. Wouldn't that be cool? Live stream, or not, I guess not live stream, but streamed videos from Saturn. I'd be up for it. I wonder if we're actually going to get to 230 kilometers. I just realized I didn't even fill up my ship as full as I could have. I mean, we only have 2 crews here. Sarah Ferguson and James Fonasai. 2 crews. I didn't even know crew was a noun like that. Wait. That looks like a girl. Isn't she named James? And isn't this person named Sarah? I don't know. Maybe they got their roles reversed. Sarah apparently doesn't have vital signs. I guess she does have a heart, her heart rate and breaths per minute, but why doesn't she have any graphiness? You know, it's kind of apt considering why I named Sarah Ferguson Sarah Ferguson. Goodness, we are almost out of fuel. And we're not even in orbit yet. See, I'd like to have this amount of fuel when I get into orbit, not still having to get 1.5 kilometers per second faster. I might have to redo this video. Wouldn't that be fun? Or I could just pipe some of the RCS fuel into it. Let's do that. X-feed into main. There we go. Now we're burning RCS instead of normal fuel. But that only works for a short amount of time. Yay! Starting predictive correction. I hope my aligned planes is good. ARO1. We should be going anti-node, which means that. Let's go 10 degrees to the right, so then we can start getting rid of some of this inclination. Okay, that is enough.
Warning. Warning.
Ha! I thought it was warning me that the crossfeed was off. Nope, low fuel. It's gonna start screaming at me in just a bit. You know, I should have added fuel. Ah, I'm such an idiot. In my cargoes, I have an XPDR beacon, a control module, a life module, and oxygen. Why couldn't have I swapped that oxygen out for fuel? I don't know. Why did I even have to bring up cargoes? What just happened? Haha, vertical speed too great. That's awesome. No, I want surface. I already have an orbit. No, time warp during autopilot. Ma. Yeah, we have an extremely heavy vessel. We're almost out of fuel and we're still over 20 tons. I think that's like illegal somewhere. It should have warned me. Warning! Do not try to carry too much cargo up into orbit when you have low fuel. Hey, look, we're passing over Canada. There's Newfoundland. You know, when you say it like that, it kind of sounds like the Finnish found it and called it Newfoundland instead of Newfoundland. Started final correction. Yes, with 1 ton of fuel left. You know, I might just have to bring the aerofreighter to me. That would probably work out better. Yay!
All parameters nominal.
Okay. Well, at the very least, I can negate our plane inclinations. So I'll do that and then end the video and start up next time. No! Wrong way. I just wasted some fuel and missed my burning opportunity. You know, it might be possible. So all I have to do is raise my orbit by 200 kilometers, which isn't too hard. Doesn't take that much fuel. Now we go anti-normal. Five, 4, 3, 2. Brilliant! Okay. We've got plenty of fuel left, so let us wait it out. Should probably keep an eye on my periapsis, because we are still kind of low, so our orbit will decay a little bit. Not too bad. Not enough to worry about, apparently. Yeah, not gonna worry. I wonder if I can use TransX. Nope. No TransX. Can I transfer? To target. Arrow. Oh, I can! Isn't that brilliant? I have no idea what any of these buttons do, though. Menu. Enter orbit reference. Enter source. Enter target. Okay. Unselect target. Okay. Toggle transfer orbit. HTO. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Toggle numerical trajectory. Huh. Update numerical trajectory. Adjust time steps. Rotate eject point. Positive minus. Increase and decrease delta V. And... oh, okay. That's brilliant. So I can increase delta V. And it gives us a point at which we intersect. This HUD is getting in the way. Ah, that's brilliant. And then I can adjust this. And it'll tell us where we intersect. Does it tell us like a time? Or does it give us a relative distance? It doesn't. Huh. Okay. That's brilliant! I'm super excited I found this! So yeah, it looks like we can go... there, and we'll catch the moon. Or, not the moon. Man, I've been transferring to the moon way too much. Does it tell us when we need to leave? Numerical. No. I guess we just leave when we hit that button. Or hit that node. What is this? Update. 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 So that just resets it. I have no idea what this button even does. Okay. How do I hit the other buttons? Decrease step scale, increase step scale. Ah, I have no idea where I need to burn then. Tells me my delta V, my DTE. It looks like that's going down in seconds. Anyway, I am going to close off here and continue in the next video. So see you then.